Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about a really serious subject or a really serious story on the time I got kidnapped. And nobody knows this, not even my parents, not even my best friend, nothing. I think only my cousin knows. And I barely even told her about it. So, let me just tell you guys. I was at the mall with my cousin. And my cousin, she was either in Forever 21 or Champs, the shoe store. And I was in Claire's or Charlie Rousset or something. It was a clothes store. So I went, and after spending some time, like 5 minutes in there, I was about to walk out until I saw this woman, and she was just like, um, do you know where the Bath and Body Works is? And so I was like, oh, it's right down there. And so she was like, okay, thank you. And so I looked back and I'm just like, she looked like she looked like someone with 8 grandkids and someone like with 8 children. Like she looked like someone who doesn't even know what Bath and Body Works is. So I'm over here looking like, okay. And so I went to the food court. And I'm telling you guys this right now. I only had like about $75 on me, and really I was only supposed to buy one pair of shoes, or not even some shoes. I was only supposed to buy a few outfits, and you already know how that go down. So I went to the food court because I was hecka hungry. I have not a um I've even had breakfast. So I was really hungry. So I spent like $100 on food. And y'all are probably like, you already had $75. I was asking people for money. Like I was just like, excuse me, do you have any spare change? Anything. So I was going into Taco Bell, um, Panda Express, the pizza shop, Orange Julius. Like I almost hit up like every food store shop in the mall. Actually, let me take that back. I went to every food shop there was. So I was over here grubbing and grubbing until my cousin comes back. She's like, you didn't give me any. I'm just like, oh, here, you have these leftovers, whatever. So after my friend wanted to meet up with her little friends, from um, her little school and so after her friends come, there was like bougie and stuff like that. So I'm just like, okay, I deal with y'all. So I went to the van shop, and I didn't even have any money at that time. So at this point, I was just window shopping, and you already know how that go down. So I was over here window shopping, just looking at these little shoes, and the woman that I was talking to you about that asked me where Bath and Body Works was. She was just like, um, she was like looking for. She asked if there was camp shoes. Camp shoes. Yes, she asked if there was camp shoes, and I was like looking at her like, um. You could go down to the little Crocs store or whatever. And me, I don't have anything against Crocs. Like, I have a pair of Crocs of my own. But I'm just like, you came to the wrong shop, honey. Okay, so after that, I went out of the van store. And I went to go meet up with my cousin. And my mom was over here texting me like, okay, are you guys still at the mall? And I'm just like, yeah. She's like, okay, are you still gonna go skating? I'm just like, yeah, about that. I spent all my money at the food court. No, I take that back. I didn't say that to her. I think I said that my money got stolen or got robbed. I told my cousin that I spent all my money at the food court. So I'm just like, yeah, I don't got any money to go to the skating rink. She was just like, oh, whatever, I'll give you money. No, just tell me when you guys want me to pick you guys up. So, after that, I came out of the food court, and I wanted to go to Barnes and Nobles, and it was right next to the mall. And I was looking for this book that I really wanted. I've wanted this for a long time, and I don't even like reading, but this book sounded really legit. I forgot what it was called, but this book sounded really good, so I wanted it. So I went down there, and I wanted to see how much it was. So I went down there, and I'm just like looking for this book, and this old lady comes up again. This time she comes like literally behind me, and I think she was whispering or like she was whispering or something. And I look like when I tell you, I was so scared. Like I jumped, like I flew jumped, like I felt like a fairy, like boop, like I was gone. So I was in the little this little teenage book section because I thought it was gonna be there. So I was looking and I was looking and I was looking and I was looking and finally I saw it. And then this old lady comes up behind me again. And this time she's like, "Do you know where the kids book section is?" And I'm just like, at this point, I'm just like, "Lady, are you stalking me or what?" Because like every store I go to, you're always right there. So I'm like over here like, it's right there. And so she was just like, "Thank you. Um, by the way, you're such a good help. I see you around the mall. You just look like a sweet girl." I'm just like, okay. So at this point, I'm ready to go home because I felt like my conscience already told me that I was gonna get kidnapped for real. So I went out and I was like rushing to my cousin. I'm just like, okay, we gotta go because there's this old lady following me around the store. She's like, "Hold up, my friends just got here. You can wait for just one little second or whatever." I'm just like, no, we gotta go now. I don't even got any money, so I'm bored already. So her friends was just like, he was like a boy, and he was just like, "Oh, here I got like my mom had set me up with $400. Here you go." He gave me $100, so I'm just like, okay, like I see you now. Okay, we can stay here. And so I walk out. I was just like, I'm booking it to the store because I really wanted that book, and I think that book was almost about to be sold out. So I went, and this old lady is still there, and I'm just like, okay, you know what? I would just hurry up, get this book, run back to the mall, and find me something a little cheaper or whatever. So I went, got the book, and then all of a sudden I'm hungry again. And I'm just like, no, Lana, you already had your little hand. You got everything you needed. So you just gotta go back to the mall and just get, some clothes, whatever. So I go, and I'm just like, no, I really want a hamburger because there's this Burger Little King. So like, I'm just like, I'm thinking I should get like a little ice cream, a little sundae, you know, or a little Whopper, whatever. So I went ahead and I'm halfway there. No, I'm not even halfway there. I'm there. And I'm just like, hey, can I get a Whopper? Then I want a drink because it comes with it. Then I want a little sundae on the side. So they're just like, okay, here you go. That'll be da 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 da. Okay, so I'm about to, like, I'm literally, no, first she was like, "Is that here to go?" So I'm just like, to go. Because I don't got time for that. I'm not about to sit there, whatever, and eat my food. So I'm walking out. I'm like about to take this big old bite. Like my jaw literally stretched this much. And I was like, I felt like I was almost about to just bite the whole burger in one bite. Like I was just like this close to just taking a big old bite out of it. Like I never even ate before. And all of a sudden, I felt these wrinkly hands on my shoulders, and I'm just like, nah. Like no, so I just like forget everything, just do everything with throwing hands like, brrrr. And then all of a sudden, this I felt like another pair of hands on me, and they like grabbed me and like took me to this black car, and I'm just like, oh no, like Alana, like, like, come on now, like find your way out of this. So I was looking for every weapon I can, and there's like these little people with ski masks or whatever. And I'm just like, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Like, I'm just like praying to God, like, I'm so serious. So, after 5 minutes or so, there's this little house. It looked like a barn. And to be honest, it looked like it was a vacant area. And to be honest, it was 5 minutes away from the mall. So I'm just like, how is this a vacant area? So they're over here grabbing me like I'm a dog, and they pull me into this little barn. And I'm just like, oh no, 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 no. So after they took me to the barn, it was like 10 minutes later, and they're just like talking on the phone, like, okay, we have her, da da da, and I'm just like, have they been like how? And so and so I look to my right, and there's this other girl, and she's over here laughing her butt off. I'm just like, what's so funny? And she's like, oh, sorry, my brothers are a little out of it. They just graduated college. You can go. And I'm just like, oh no, what just happened? So they threw me out of the barn, and I had to walk back. And even though it was 5 minutes away, I felt like it was an hour. But at the same time, I was booking at the same time. So I got to the mall, and my cousin just like, where were you at? Like your mom is blowing up my phone, getting hecka mad. I'm just like, I just got kidnapped. And she was just like, she was laughing. Like, she was laughing. I was just like, I literally got kidnapped. And so, my mom is in the parking lot, and she's over here yelling at me for no reason. No reason. I didn't want to tell her I got kidnapped. So, I'm just like, keeping my mouth shut. But I'm over here irritated because I'm just like, my mind was just like everywhere right now. And so, my mom over here yelling at me, like, I've been calling your phone, da da da. You know what? That's, um, I'm about to take away your phone. No, no, no. So I'm just like keeping my mouth shut. And then, next thing you know, I fall asleep and I wake up in my room. And my mom's talking about I went to sleep. Like, I don't even know what happened after that. But I wake up in my room, and after, I'm just like thinking to myself, like, oh my gosh, this was, like, what happened? So after a few days later, I realized that I really got kidnapped, and I never told anybody else that I got kidnapped. Like, it was only my cousin. She didn't even believe me. So that's basically it. And whatever you do, watch your back at all times, for real. Like don't even go to the mall by yourself unless you just graduated high school. I'm so serious. No, the world is crazy. So yeah, that is my story. See y'all.